Welcome back to LWG and welcome back to the Mortal Realms. Today we are fighting over this lost and hidden, ruined realm gate entrance. As you can see here, using the new Sigmarite terrain. I guess that's what we're calling it. I don't know exactly what it's called, but is it the Realm of Sigmar? The Realm of Sigmar, something like that, I think. But just beautiful stuff. So I want to give a shout out to Ross for painting that up. Thank you very much. And also a shout out to Seth for the awesome donation. We're here in some godforsaken realm. We don't know where it is. What do you think, Nate? Where do you want to fight today?
I mean, I guess it's very green and lush looking, kind of. I mean, like, you know, it's ruins, but they're overgrown. So I suppose we could be in Ghyran.
We're in Ghyran.
That's where we ended the narrative campaign, right? That was
sure. Yeah. Maybe there's some more action going here.
Yeah.
So here we are in Ghyran. We had the table is set. We did, as you can see, we're not using the Games Workshop standard terrain method because honestly, we just don't like it. Today, we do have the board set, and we rolled for the mysterious terrain. So basically, this whole place is damned.
Yeah.
Damn terrain everywhere. So this one's damned, and these pillars here are not going to be counting as terrain features. But it's this one here, and that one's damned. This one here, where they got a little ruined Sigmar mausoleum or something there. This one is also damned, and that will go around all that, out to that little part that's jutting out. Now here in the middle, these two statues, we felt like we needed something in the middle, so we're counting these two statues as the same terrain feature. And Nate, what did we roll up for them? Damned! And this was legit. We just rolled for all of it. So, and then back here, the forbidden and hidden realm gate. Commanding terrain, fitting stuff that we rolled up there. That is the one where if you are near it, you get it with your general.
If your general is within 1 inch of the piece, at the beginning of your hero phase, you get an extra command point. Fantastic.
From the new chart. And then over here, this little mystical wizard hut thing that's over here. That one rolled up to be, well, it's mystical. It's mystical. It's fitting. So I got a little ahead of myself. And that is the one that allows you to reroll saves of 6, right?
Or no, it gives you an additional 6 save.
It turns you into a ghost.
Right.
So that is the setup, and today we're going to be playing the Star Strike mission. It's a fun mission. The way they have altered it, for those of you who haven't played it yet, in the General's Handbook 2019, deployment is it's halfway up the board, and you have to deploy 12 inches away from each other. Or from the middle. From the middle. Yeah, it's like standard deployment, which means we're going to be at least 24 away from each other, which is a pretty far slog. Even for Ironjawz.
Yes.
So that'll be interesting. And then what ends? Unless they can fly, right? And the other thing that happens in Star Strike is there's no objectives on the board to start. You don't know where you have to go. So, because what's going to happen is from the heavens, treasure and loot will rain down throughout the battlefield, and then we'll have to decide where we're going to go. So, deployment in this one is kind of interesting. So, at the start of Battle Round 2, across the middle line, we'll roll 2d6, and somewhere on that line, the treasure chest will fall. Now, 7 is right in the middle. So that's the average roll on 2d6. So math says that most of the time, the treasure chest will be in the middle. So most of the fighting will probably happen in the middle of this board. And then at the start of turn 3, another one's going to fall down in the middle of this deployment zone, and another one is going to fall down in the middle of this deployment zone. Again, using the 2d6 deployment method. So should be interesting. Because the objectives aren't really out till turn 3, sometimes you see a bit of a slower engagement, which makes Khorne unhappy. So,
well, equally Ironjawz.
But you never know. All right, and here we are with Nate's Ironjawz. Love these guys. It's the first time they're going to be on the channel. He's been devastating the club as of late with them rampaging all over the places because he is getting ready for the unleashing of the Great Waaagh when the Orruk War Clans battle tome is coming out. I think is it this week, right?
I think this week it goes up for pre-order. Next week it'll be available.
Right. So, but it's coming fast.
Depending on when this video comes out.
That's right. Depending on when the video comes out, but hopefully it comes out fast. But yeah, that's a highly anticipated release for us. We're getting very excited. Nate is getting very excited and getting his Waaagh going. So this will be the last hurrah of the old rules.
Yes.
So All right, Nate, you want to run us through?
So for leadership, we have the war boss, of course. He'll be he has the Prophet of the Wall command ability. Didn't give him any artifacts this go around. Next to him is the Weird Knob Shaman. That he's going to have the Aether Quartz Brooch because he's the most likely to survive. And then he'll have the Great Big Hand of Gork because, you know, what better, you know, way to do things than to pick them up and move them across the table where they're not supposed to be.
What's worse than a giant greenskin horde? A flying giant.
A flying yes. Next to him is the War Chanta. He's got the Golden Tooth. So he makes anything within 12 inches of him fearless. And then we have our little Fungoid Shaman ally. He's there for the extra command points and to cast cogs possibly, which I thought I couldn't afford last time I played, and then realized I had an extra command point clicked on my app, so whoops.
And there's the cogs.
Yeah, it's actually a night on spell, but I thought it's a timepiece, it works. Yeah.
It's an older rule search, but it checks out.
So the entire rest of the army is in one battalion, so it's in the Iron Sons battalion, or Iron Fists, sorry. So that is going to consist of 30 Ardboys, 20 Ardboys, 6 Gorgruntas, and then 2 units of 5 Brutes. So that's basically the rest of the army. And that's it. There's not a lot to talk about here.
It's a terrifying tide of greenskins
and green armor
and bacon. And if the practice games are anything of note, the bacon is fantastic. So terrifying stuff. We're having a lot of fun, and then the table is set here for a very fun battle. So thanks, Nate. And then we will be sure to make sure that we get the new and improved Orruk War Clans battle report out as soon as possible. So this is their last ride of glory.
Yes.
All right, and here we are with the Blades of Khorne in this 2,000 point battle report. I am doing a little bit of a test run. Me and Nate have had the opportunity to already get at least one practice game in with this list already, but this is my second outing with them, and it is a bit of an experiment. So different than my normal. As you can see, there's no demons, so I'm not using that crutch, but I'm using the fun mortals of Khorne. So let's just today we're running the Gore type, so that is the slaughter host, and we're also running the Gore Pilgrims Battalion. So now we're going to run through the heroes. They're all back here. So up on the shrine in all of his glory, our general for today is going to be the Exalted Deathbringer with the Impaling Spear. And since we do have that battalion, we're going to be bringing the extra artifact of the Gore Cleaver. Makes him super duper choppy if he can actually survive to be able to do anything. He has a knack for just dying. But Khorne cares not from whence the blood flows. So moving on, down at the bottom of the steps, you can see the Blood Secretor there with his ever important icon. And with the Gore Pilgrims, I can add an additional 8 inches to the range of that icon, bring it up to 24, which is very, very helpful. Also in that battalion behind him are the 2 Slaughter Priests. These guys are fantastic. They do the prayers to the Blood God, and they throw out mortal wounds, boiling guys' blood, adding buffs, and chucking the Judgments of Khorne. As you can see behind them, I'm taking the Wrath Axe over there on the right and the Blooded Icon over on the left. Those guys are fantastic support units and damage dealers. Probably the best units in the whole army. Easily going to say that. And then to the right there, you can see the Blood Stoker with his whip. He's kind of hard to use nowadays with you having to have mortal Khorne units wholly within 8 of him. But if you do position it correctly and get that attack off, it does add +3 to run, +3 to charge, and you can reroll all failed wounds, which is phenomenal for Khorne. So love that guy, likes a little 80-point support unit. And then over to the left, he kind of blends in. It's the Aspiring Deathbringer, Mr. Chop, adding nothing to the army except for +1 attack to all of my units because he's pretty worthless at fighting. But he's a good support hero, very cheap, clocking in at 100 points, and I love it. He does work supporting the troops. Speaking of troops, for the Gore Pilgrims today, we're running 2 squads of Blood Warriors and 1 giant squad of Blood Reavers. So we'll break down through these real quick. This squad here has the Gore Fists and blood axes. So those are the guys that if you attack them, they roll 6s to save. They're going to hit you back in the face with their shields and do mortal wounds back to you. So they're a little bit more of the tanky squad. And then over here we have the dual gore axe blood warriors. These guys reroll ones to hit. They can do a lot of damage, especially when they're buffed. And both units of blood warriors are fantastic in combat and frontline battle line, because when they die, they can pile in and attack again. Love it. And then the blood reavers, the 40 of them. If you're the astute viewer, you can see that I do not have them all modeled correctly, so I crave your forgiveness. I ask for forgiveness there, and apologies that I don't have the whole squad with the same weapons. But for today, we are going to be running them with meat ripper axes, which are the two-handed axes, to give them the -1 rend. But it's a minor thing. I have to get another squad. I'm working on that. So, and then rounding out the list, we have the mighty skull crushers. These guys are the what this list is built around, and I'm trying to learn how to use this very unwieldy unit. But it's such a big unwieldy unit because it hits like a truck. These guys have stats that are out of this world. 5 wounds, 3 up base save. Plus, if you add all the Khorne bonuses onto them, they are devastating. Each model has 6 attacks, and you can buff that up with some of the other bonuses from Khorne. Their only real drawback is it's a pretty pricey unit, and they have a massive footprint. But if you can get the charge off, and this is my theory hammer part of it, if I can get the charge off, they are devastating on the charge, doing D3 mortal wounds on a 2+ for each model in the unit, because they can just ride down units and move on to the next target. So hopefully I can use them effectively in this battle. I've had some trouble with that in the past. So that's it. That's the Mortal Khorne for today. Now, as always, before we get rolling here with our battle reports, this is not a competitive battle report. We like to set the stage for the viewer. This is a fun battle report where we have the Ironjaws facing off against Khorne, just to practice and do some tests and say farewell to the old battle tone. So, Khorne finished first. I think on Star Strike, we're going to have a repeat of our last practice game. I'm going to let the Ironjaws go first because, yes, they can teleport and things could get nasty. However, I think what's wise is to wait for those objectives, hold back, and as I said before, go to Berserking College for Khorne and learn how to be that smart Berserker. Even though I have problems, I get the bloodlust and I just run forward. But I gotta keep telling myself. Be the wise Berserker and hold back. Discipline. Discipline means more skulls. So, Ironjaws, turn 1, coming up. Okay, so Ironjaws, turn 1, hero, and movement phase has been completed. Nate, what went down?
Alright, so Mudgrub, the shaman, cast Cogs. He decided to manipulate Cogs, so then he cast Hand of Gork and moved that unit of Gorgruntas over there. It's out of range, so even if the double turn happens, they can't get hit with the blood boil, because that's what I'm really scared of over there.
Yeah, so he positioned them more than 21 away from the priest, so
right.
They can't move up and get them.
Yes.
So,
but I managed to roll a double to cast that, so it did 1 mortal wound to the Ardboy's unit, but they blocked it with the shield. And then I thought, well, hey, I'll just cast Mystic Shield in that unit, and then I also rolled a double 6. So I did 2 mortal wounds, which I did not block with shield, so 1 shield guy died. And then everyone else kind of shuffled up. I didn't bother using the War Chanter's ability because it won't work. It only works in my turn, which sucks, but you know, whatever.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah, it'll get better eventually, hopefully. We'll see. And that's basically my turn. Just some maneuvering to take the charge possibly, and hope I don't get double turned, but even if I do, I think I'm in a good position to fight.
Yes, a very tactical, wise move by the orcs.
Yeah, so because I
plenty of space.
Yeah, and having Cogs up now means that when it's my next turn, I can turn it on so that time moves faster, and then that's when the charges happen.
Absolutely. So planning ahead are the orcs, and they're cunning.
Yes.
And then that's it. So no charges, and leaving it over to the forces of Khorne. Turn 1. After Khorne hero and movement phase, the battlefield looks like this, and we are preparing for the objectives to arrive. But during the hero phase, what went down? This squad of Blood Warriors over here got the +1 to hit and the +1 to save prayers put on them. I did not do any of my endless or my judgments of Khorne, my endless spells, my judgments of Khorne. I don't want to like block myself or anything like that. So I'm trying to be smart. We also put the whip onto the Blood Reaver unit. So they are rerolling to wound right now. And we moved everything up. So we moved up and kind of spread out the formation just a bit. Still, though, for the next turn set up, because as Khorne players know, you have to like set it up for the next turn. The Crushers are within 8 of the Bloodstoker, and so are the Reavers. And the Aspiring Deathbringer is here, and his buff range does include these Blood Warriors over here and the Blood Reaver squad. So I'm set up to receive the charge, and we're also set up for if we get the double turn and the objective comes down. So I feel good. I'm maintaining discipline. You know, I don't want to unleash that Berserker Fury all the time. Just got to be smart. So that's the lay of the land going into, because there's no charges or shooting, going into the roll-off for turn 2. Nate, are you ready?
Well, we got to decide where the Star Strike comes down.
Oh, that's right. The Star Strike comes down first. So go ahead and roll it there. 12.
Oh!
12. It's going to go to an extreme side, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it's going to go over here, right?
It's over there because
so it's going to be in this
set
area.
up. You won the roll-off, so that's the way it looks.
I was the first one to drop, so yeah, it will be over
in
here.
the center, 6, is it 6 or?
I think
yeah, 6 inches
6 inches
over.
from the edge. Wow, that is interesting. The Orruks are definitely in a position to claim that one. So it might be a bridge too far for Khorne. All right, so there's that. We're going to get that lined up, but let's do the roll-off for who's going to go first here. Ready? Nope.
Oh.
Khorne loses. So it is to the Ironjaws. Are you going to take it?
Oh, can your boys get over here?
We can. I have the Gore-Tide command ability. I can advance automatically 6 and charge. So.
Oof, okay. I think I'm going to have to take the turn and set up on the objective.
All right.
This could be a mistake.
It's going to the Ironjaws. Turn 2. The green tide is rampaging all over this ancient and forgotten realm gate. Orcs turn 2, kicking it off. They're getting aggressive with the Star Strike chest falling way over here on the side. They have decided to throw their men into the meat grinder and get this thing kicked off. So, Nate, what went down in the hero phase?
Alright, so in hero phase, I turned the cogs to speed up time, and I cast Hand of Gork to pick these 30 boys up and put them in a position advantageous to charging. So they started 9 away, and then I got to roll for the battalion movement and move them 2 inches further forward, as well as moving everything else in the army 2 inches further forward. War Chanta gave them the +1 to hit. The war boss called WAAAGGHHH twice. I did not roll anything on my Aether Quartz Brooch to get those back, so that kind of...
And you didn't roll a 6, so you didn't do the +2 attack thing.
Oh, no, I roll that in the combat phase.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I'm brushing up on my work, so yes. There we go.
So we're about to roll some charges, I believe.
Yep. Well, over on this side,
oh yes,
the bacon is moving forward. The Gore Grunters have moved up, and with the cogs, they're fast. They started back here, so what did they have, a 13?
Yeah.
With the battalion and...
And they were conveniently exactly 8 inches away from your closest model. So, if they make the charge,
they'll do more.
The pigs will do D3 damage.
All right. So we're moving into charges. Where do you want to start?
We'll start with the Ard Boys.
Ard Boys coming in.
All right, so it's a 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 2 for the drummer. So 10 plus 2 for Cog, so 12 plus 1 for Ironjawz, so 13 on
Yay, 13 charge.
Okay, we'll have to move those.
All right, so the big
Figure that out.
boys, they made it in. We'll get them moved up, and we'll come right back. All right, next up is the brutes there in the middle. They need, well, they're an 11 and a half away.
Yeah.
But they have a whole bunch of bonuses, so let's see what happens.
I do not believe that will make it there.
Plus, they get plus 3, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So no, they're not going to make it. No. But now,
I mean, I could spend another command point and give them the reroll, but
I don't think you need it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So these
honestly, I don't, because you already have the Reaver unit tied down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bacon time.
Here comes the bacon.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that will get them in.
They did it with the extra damage. So charges are complete. The bacon made it in. They're coming down the hill there. These pillars are deceptive. In 40k, this is like, that's not even terrain. It's not even really there.
Yeah.
But in AOS, this is actually causing him to lose some models. So because of the way the movement was, and then with the piling, he's going to probably lose probably two pigs on the charge there. But nonetheless, they have made it in, and they have their extra damage, so it's going to be real good. And then over here, we've got a mess of Orruks inside a mess of red. It's red and green. It's not the kind of Christmas that you come after. This is not the Christmas party you want to go to, but the Orcs sure are excited. So we're going to get those dice ready and come right back. So Nate did roll the 2 dice for his WA, because he did 2 WAs, and he rolled a 4 and a 2, so no extras, and he re-rolled it into a 4 and a 2. So
yes,
no extra attacks from that, and the Ironjaws are coming in. Who are you going to attack with first?
I think I will have to attack with the... Oh boy. This is a tough one. I think I might have to go with the boys first and hope the pigs can weather the damage.
All right, coming back with the boy. We just got the big choppas into the Blood Warriors.
So there's 11, which means that's 44 attacks.
44 attacks.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, and rend 1. Oh, I should have done the all-out attack so I could reroll the ones. No.
Honestly, man, I don't think you're going to need it. You're going to chop these guys in half.
We'll see.
Okay, to wound on 3s. That was a lot. That was a very good roll.
16, 17, 18 at a -1.
18 and -1. 18 wounds from the big choppas into the Blood Warriors. It's at -1, which puts me down to a 5. But they do have Gore Fist, so 6s here are going to do mortal wounds back. Okay, looks like 4 mortal wounds and 5s save. Not very good. So 3, 4, 5.5. 5.5 Blood Warriors dead. You did take 4 mortal wounds back onto the unit, and then those 5 Blood Warriors will attack.
And then we have some more attacks with the weapons that don't have rend.
Okay, so 5.5. So 5 dead.
And all right, so then we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more saves.
So we take 6 dead, 7 dead, and you take 5 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And then I'll have to get my attacks ready with the Blood Warriors. And how many into the Reavers now?
3 guys.
3 dudes, and these are the big choppas?
Yes.
Into the Reavers. So no save for Reavers here.
Okay.
That War Chanter buff is fantastic.
Yeah. He's pretty good. Well, he can't buff that. 4, 3.
3? So 3 Reavers go down because it's at Rend 1 and we don't have a save there.
Okay.
Okay, so the 7 Blood Warriors that died, they are buffed by the banner, so that's +1. And I spent the command point from the Aspiring Deathbringer. They're wholly in range, and that means they have another one. So 4 attacks each from models that have perished here, and the champion was not one. So here they go. So hitting on 3s. Okay, not too shabby. Okay, is that right? Looks like it.
Yep.
And then wounding on 4s. Ew, that was garbage. Ooh. That was a non-statistical roll there, Mr. Nate. So 7 wounds, no rend. Coming back into the yard, boys. Taking 3. And I already did 6 for mortal wounds. So, yeah. So we just killed 4 orcs and put a wound on 1. That is not good enough. That's not what we're looking for. Not good trades. And then 3 Blood Reavers did perish. Okay, so then it's going over to Khorne to pick. And we are going to pick these Blood Warriors over here. Okay, so we've got the Blood Warriors here have piled in. All of them, including the Gorglaive, were able to get in except for 1 model. So this is the 8 normal guys with... Oops, I already rolled that one. Thanks, Nate. Normal guys with dual axes, plus they have Killing Frenzy, so they are going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, and there's 1 extra one in there for the unit champion. 2s, and we're going to re-roll those 1s. So we missed 1 attack. So 4s to wound. That looks like 14 wounds, no rend, 1 damage into the piggies. And I still have the Gorglaive to go as well. 14.
Okay.
Nice roll, nice roll. Did we take down 1 pig?
Yeah, that's
We
5.
got 1 pig exactly. Okay, so now we have, after 1 pig died, we still have the Gorglaive coming in. The Gorglaive hits on 2s. Okay, fantastic. And this one wounds on 3s. So that's 2 minus 1s for 2 damage each. So you saved 1. So 2 damage going through on 1 more pig. We'll get that put out.
Okay.
And then it's over to the pigs to attack. So the bacon has piled in. 1 less pig. But the guy at the pillar just couldn't make it in. So this is 4 pigs plus the champion coming in on the Blood Warriors.
Hitting on 3s. Okay, that's...
Wow. Really good.
Uh-oh. Let's do that again. Wounding on 3s. Yeah.
Still solid though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at a -1.
And these all do, is these the pigs or the...
No, this is the guys.
Oh my gosh, and -1.
The pigs are 4s and 4s.
It's gonna hurt. So 5 up save on the Blood Warriors. Not too bad. We save 4, 1 damage each.
Yep.
So that's gonna kill 2 Blood Warriors who will then pile in and attack immediately. But, well, after your pigs are done, I suppose. Yeah. So, yep. All right, we'll get those pig dice up. Hot pig action coming in. Oh, they did not roll as hot as the riders.
No.
What do they need? 4s?
They're 4s and
They're
4s.
Okay.
That's why I need that war changer buff over here.
Still though. Right on what it should have been. Okay, losing a few there. So 4?
4.
No rend?
No rend.
So 4 up Cs. Ooh, failing 3. 3d3 damage coming in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage. So that's going to cut down 2 more and put a wound on another one. So 4 total have died. 1 is wounded. We'll get those attacks ready and put out the wounds and come right back. So the Blood Warriors, 4 have been felled. 1 is wounded, but their attacks are coming in again because when they die, no respite. They come back in and attack. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling the 1s. Oh, and I do need an extra attack because one of the models I removed was the champion. He does re-roll 1s. Okay, so everybody hits there. And then wounded on 4s. Wow, very good. Very good. They were very angry. So that is 10 more saves on the pigs. No rend, 1 damage. Can we drop another pig?
Well, statistically, yes.
Pretty good, pretty solid. 3, that does drop the pig. So 2 pigs were dropped. Not bad, not a bad trade. So 4 Blood Warriors and 2 pigs pretty even
really-
fight over there on that side.
That's a really bad trade for me.
Well, this was a really bad trade for me over here. So, anyway, I got to get the Reaver attacks ready. They still have to come in and do their attacks, and we'll get that ready and come right back. So, the Blood Reavers have piled in. There's 10 of them in range in there, and right now they are buffed by the Banner in his 24-inch normal buff, plus they're within 16, so that's plus 2 attacks each, and they're within 10 of the Spiring Deathbringer, so each one has 4, so it's 40 attacks. There's no champion or anything, but they are hitting on force, and they are wounding on force, but they were whipped, so it's reroll all fails to wound. Okay, so picking out the fails. And re-rolling it. Okay. Picked up 5 more, so that's great. So, 5, 10, 14. 14 minus 1s. So the 14 minus 1s on the orcs coming in hot. Wow, very good.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, nope. Oh, yeah, no, that was pretty good. That was almost 50%.
Yeah, I'll take that. So
Great.
there's 1, 2, 3 more orcs.
Okay, and then the 3 remaining Blood Warriors from the squad that got butchered by the orcs, they piled in and they're coming in now. So they are hitting on 3s, and they do not re-roll. And then they wound on 4s with, again, no re-rolls. So 5 more saves on those orcs.
Okay.
Cut down another one. Okay, so we'll start in the battle shock phase with the Blood Warriors. I'm not going to keep them around, so let's see what happens. They lost 7. They're only bravery 6, so D6 plus 1 are fleeing. So that is the unit. They are gone. So that's a blood tithe point. And then the Reavers lost 3, but they have 30 in the unit. Well, they have 37 in the unit. And then they have their banner. So I think they're at 6 right now. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens. Nope. They're good. These guys over here need to do their battle shock test. They lost 4, but they have the banner. So let's see what happens too. They are going to hold on just 5. So they're great.
I'm going to spend a command point on those guys. Do I keep the command point with Aether Quartz Brute? Yes, I do.
Keep the command point.
And we're good.
Well, how do you spend it over here?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, that was the roll for it.
Yeah.
My bad.
I can't spend it.
So
I
they
have to
did
roll.
pass because Gold Crunches are mysteriously bravery 7.
Right. So if I rolled a 6, I would lose a further Gore Grunta.
Yep. So they stick around, and we spent to keep them, and that's the turn. So the Ironjaws do score the chest over here on this side, getting them 2 points, and they have engaged. They have engaged the battle. Battle is joined right here in the middle. It's going to be a slog. So going into Khorne, turn 2. Alright, we're going to film this hero face for Khorne because it could be a very important one. So we already, I broke it in the middle. I already put the whip from the Bloodstoker into the Blood Crushers. And now the Slaughter Priest over here with the armor, he is going to try to do +1 save on the Blood Crushers. Yes, so they have +1 save. They are up to a 2+ save now. And we're going to put +1 to hit prayer on the Crushers as well. Nope, but we can reroll fails because we are near the altar. Yes, so they have the +1 to hit prayer. Fully buffed Mighty Skull Crushers could be a good thing. Now, we still got more Slaughter Priest shenanigans. So I think what we need to do next is chuck that Wrath Axe. So Wrath Axe on a 5. No, but we can re-roll because of the altar. Yes, comes the Wrath Axe. We'll get that put out. And then the Blooded Icon. Yes, Icon also comes out. Okay, we're going to get those out and do the damage, and we'll come right back. So I tried to put the icons. I really wanted to get them over here, but I'm just too far away. I can't place the Wrath Axe or the icon over that way in range at all. So, for lack of a better target, we're just hitting the pig. So Wrath Axe was first on a 2+. Yes, they take D3 mortals, so 3 mortals there. And then when it stops, I pick another enemy unit on a 2+. Yes, take D6. So they take 4 mortals from the Wrath Axe. Then the icon hits them for another 3. So that is 7 mortal wounds into the pigs from the Judgments of Khorne. All right, Blood Boil is in fact in range from both the Slaughter Priest right here into the big blob. So we're gonna go at it. So we need a 4. It goes off for 5 mortal wounds. And the second one, nope, but I can re-roll. Does go off for 6. So that's 11 mortal wounds into that squad. Hard hitting stuff from the Slaughter Priest. Okay, so after the devastating hero phase, Nate is lamenting how much damage friggin' Slaughter Priest can do for just 100-point models. It's crazy. And I've been rolled low on the Wrath Axe.
That's 1 mortal wound per 10 points.
It's crazy. So, don't touch them, GW. I like them. So, anyway, what do we do in the movement? The Crushers are rolling around here. With the help of the Cogs, they are able to move 10 to get up this direction. The Priest did move up this way in anticipation of a double turn, hopefully. And then the Exalted Deathbringer moved over here to help with the pigs, help the Blood Warriors out. And that is that. We're sitting on 1 blood tithe, and we're moving in to the charge phase. So, the Crushers were whipped. They have a Horn. And the Cogs. This is a +6 to their charge. So here we go. Crushers are charging in. So it is a 7 + 6. There's a 13, correct? So we'll get that moved up, and we'll take out the damage as the Mighty Skull Crushers begin to ride down some Orruks. So the Mighty Skull Crushers have made their charge over here, and immediately what ends up happening with them is each model is going to roll a dice, and that is going to be how, as long as they're within 1 inch of enemy units, you pick a unit and then they can roll the dice on that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're going to roll 7 dice, and on 2 pluses it does D3 mortal wounds. So we're 2 1s, okay, so those fail, and then it's 5 D3 mortal wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mortal wounds from the Crusher charge coming in on the Orruks. So we'll get that mess cleaned up, and then over here to this charge with the Exalted Deathbringer, he does have +2 for the Cogs. He rolls an 8, so that's a 10, and he's definitely going to make it into the pigs. Okay, so we're going to go with the Exalted Deathbringer first. Now, he is in range of the banner because of the Gore Pilgrims. He's in 24, and he does have the Gore Cleaver. So he is going to be hitting on, he's an Impaling Spear, so it's a 2-inch range attack. He is 5 attack space +1 from the banner. So he's hitting on 3s. Okay, so he hit with everything. And then he's wounding on 3s, but 6s to wound will be super special. So that's what we're fishing for. Okay, so he failed with 2, but he got 2 6s. Okay, so first things first. He wounded with 2 5s, so Nate has to roll 2 -2s that are going to do 2 damage each because of the Hew the Foe, and they're -2 from the Gore Cleaver. So he saves 1, so that's 2 damage going through so far. Then these attacks, because he has Hew the Foe, so he's +1 damage, brings him to a 2, and he's the Gore Cleaver, it doubles the damage. So each one of these is going to be 4 damage. So that's 8 damage from those 2, plus the 2 from earlier. So we're up to 10 damage. Then for each 6 to wound he rolls with the Impaling Spear, he does D3 mortal wounds. So 2 more, so that's 12 damage coming through from the Exalted Deathbringer into the pigs. So that will cut down 2 pigs and put 2 on the other one?
4.
4? Oh, they were already wounded. So, Exalted Deathbringer doing some work into the pigs. I was worried he'd get killed if he before he got a chance to attack. So, it is over to the Orcs now. And I believe they're going to be attacking over here. So we'll get those dice ready and come right back. Okay, so the Ardboys have piled in and they're going to attack. So how did you divide this up?
So most of them are going to go into this unit here.
To the Reavers?
Because they've got a 2-up save, and I know what happens when I try and attack their 2-up save. Nothing. Okay. So, We're going to try and do as much damage to the big unit of Reavers as we can. Hit him 4s. Big dice are big choppas, for those watching at home. So this is why, without that War Chanter buff, that's a pretty sad roll.
Well, and there's way less orcs in there, too.
Yeah. Okay. So that is 1 with no rend, and 5 with -1 rend.
So the 1 with no rend on a 6. No, so 6 Reavers hewn down by the Orruks, the blood-bad Orruks. And now this is the 4 back there going into the Crushers?
Yes. Well, 2 hits. Look at me rolling 4 ups.
2 wounds?
Yep, no rend.
No rend, so 2 up. So you save.
Okay.
Yay. So we'll remove those 6 Reavers and come right back. Okay, so the Blood Warriors here have piled into the pig. We're going to try to finish him off. So these guys are the axe guys, but they're not buffed. So hitting on 3s, and they do reroll. They are going to reroll those 2 1s there because they have paired axes. Okay, so 2 misses, and then wounding on 4s. Okay, so 4 saves. No rend, 1 damage coming into the piggies. Just fail 1. Does that do it, or is
It's
he?
enough to kill him.
Doesn't the boss one have an extra wound?
No,
Not in this.
It's the boss of battalion, which
Okay.
is the guy with the big claw.
Got it. I always get confused. So we do cut down that pig, and we have bacon on the menu tonight, getting us another blood tithe point, and then we'll go over here to attack with the Crushers. Okay, so next up is the Blood Crushers. They've piled in. There are 7 models in range with their spears, and one of them is the champ. So with the banner support, they each have 4 attacks, 5 from the champion, hitting on 4s. And not the best roll in the world. They're wounding on 3s, re-rolling everything because they were whipped. Okay, so that's 5, 11 -1s from the spears.
So 5 up. Rerolling 1s because I used the command point. Didn't matter, I didn't roll any 1s. Okay, so 3 die.
Alright, so this is now the Crushers from the Mighty Skull Crushers. With Killing Frenzy, they're hitting on 2s. It's nuts. And they're wounding on 3s. And they were whipped. So we re-roll all the fails. Okay, so failed 3. Jeez, I'm criminy. So 5, 10, 15, 13 more saves, no rend, 1 damage onto the Ard Boys. Three more getting ridden down by the Crushers. Holy cow, that's a lot of damage that turn. So then we have to do the Reavers, and that'll be that. So we'll get those dice ready and come right back. Okay, so now we have the Blood Reavers going into the Ard Boys. I did not spend the command point from the Aspiring Deathbringer, so just the banner, giving them 3 each, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. Wow. That was abysmal. Look at all those fails. And I don't have a whip this time to re-roll it. So 3 -1s. That was really bad.
5s.
Okay,
No.
so 3 going through because of the -1
That
rend.
one, and then we're gonna have to take the banner. Sad. It's so pretty.
Okay, so that leaves, is that 5? 5 Ard Boys remaining?
Yep.
Holy cow. So lots of damage coming in on them. And we also cleared out the pigs on this side, but We don't know where the objectives are. We are massively exposed for the Orruks to come in. I was worried about that, but we do have the buff up. Hopefully the Crushers can hold the line. But if I double turn, it's going to be devastating. So I decided, well, no, I maybe, because they held on.
Because I'm going to spend a command point. Do I keep the command point? Yes, I do.
You do. So the Mega Boss tells those guys to hold. Yeah, that's great. So those guys doing work. But how much damage did we do into them? How many did we kill? The dead pile of Orruk.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18.
Our boys, so
36 damage coming into the unit.
I mean, half of that was your stupid blood priest.
Yes. So, but lots of damage coming in, and blood for the blood god. So we did pick up 2. Did we pick up 2? No, we got another blood tithe point for the pig, so I'm up to 2 blood tithe. No points to Khorne, and that is the end of the round. So that means we have to roll off. Well, we roll it for our side. Where are our objectives going to fall? So on the Khorne side of the things, I rolled an 8. So that should be somewhere around where these dice are. We'll get those moved up, and we'll drop that down. And then for the Orruks, a 5. So that's going to actually be where nobody's over there. It's going to be over in that side somewhere. Yeah. Well, actually, is it?
Yeah,
it is.
Because it'll be 12 inches up and 12 inches from the edge.
Okay, so we'll get there's the lay of the land. We'll get the objectives placed, and then now we go to see the all-important double turn. Here we go. What is going to have 5 and a 5? Orruk's choice. Now I will remind you, because I'm a sporting player, if you do give it to me, there is a strong possibility that I'm going to blood boil and kill those remaining Orruks right there. Because, well, I guess you have 5 left. That's only 10 wounds. You might make it through, but you never know. So, because I do have hero phase stuff that I can do. So, what shall it be? Are the Orcs going to go and try their luck and take this squad of Crushers down? Or are they going to trust in Gork and Mork that one guy will emerge out of the hero phase? It's 10 wounds. That's a tall order.
Well, essentially that means that on...
Oh, wait. This will determine... Yes, we have to roll to see if the judgments go away. So the Wrath Axe stays. That's huge. And the icon disappears. So the Wrath Axe will actually be out of play. I won't be able to recast it over to here, which I could have probably got it in this gap, but I could put the icon in.
So now you have 2 chances to blood boil.
Yeah. I did roll high last time too, so fortune says that I won't.
Or I take the turn, run these unit of 5 brutes into your slaughter priest and kill them and take that element of your game away.
Could do that as well.
But then I'll have as much to try and take those guys. Oh, this is tough. This is rough. I am in a
pickle. I still think the Orcs are in a very strong position to win this game. So Nate, what shall it be? Are the Orruks going to go, or are they going to hand it over to Khorne?
I think the Orcs are going to fight.
The Orcs are going to take it for Gork and Mork. Orcs, turn 3. Okay, so the chests came in. There's one here. This one's still over here in good possession strong possession by the Orcs. And then right in front of this statue of Sigmar, way over here, is the Orruk objective. So Nate did take the turn. The Ironjaws are going to go, and the hope is these brutes are going to come in here and bully the slaughter priests and kill them to get them off because he hates those guys. Then these guys over here are going to come in here. The golden Ard boys and the brutes and the mega boss. The brutes are going to try to swing around in here to tie down these Crushers. Nate doesn't think he's going to do too much damage to them because of the 2-up save. However, all he needs to do is just stop them. Just do a tie up and stop them from getting near the objective. Then he can Hand of Gork a unit over here and capture this because I am slow and I have nothing really in range of it. It's going to take me at least 2 turns to get there with hot rolling. So This is it. This is for Hand of Gork, correct?
Yep.
What do you need?
I need a 5 because it goes off on a 7, but I get +2 for the power of the law.
Okay, and it's a 9. He's done it.
And Mudgrub flies to the other side of the board.
But I do have 2 blood type points. And this may be the time to spend them.
I knew you were going to. I was waiting.
But it might be the time to spend them. I have to watch you roll it to see if you pass it. I think to have a chance at this game, I'm going to have to block it. Okay. So I'm spending the blood tithe to block the spell.
You're such a jerk.
Well,
I knew you were going to do it.
Well, but I have to because you might fail it. So
why don't you roll it? Let's see what happens.
That's how it works. That's how it works. That's what I got to do. So we are going to do that. The power of the blood god blocking that spell. But I'm down to 0 blood tithe.
Foot of Gork.
Foot of Gork. This is from the shaman.
Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What do you need?
10.
A 10? Holy cow. It's crazy.
Never in the history of Warhammer.
So, hopefully in the new book you'll be able to stop things better. Maybe you'll even get like a foot endless spell. That would be super cool. So, anyway, the shamans shut down that time by the power of Khorne.
Mudgrub has one more spell. He's going to try and cast Arcane Bolt.
Oh, he's eating the mushroom?
6, 7, 8, 9. One mortal wound on the Crushers.
1 on the Crushers, and I'll put that out. And that's that for hero phase?
I have some movement.
You have some movement. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get that done in the movement phase, and we'll come right back. Okay, and at the end of the Ironjawz, turn 3, it is currently 2-0 Ironjawz. This is the end of the movement phase and the hero phase. So you already saw a lot of the hero phase where they blocked the spells. He got a whole bunch of other buffs off and did a lot of positioning with his extra hero phase move to make sure all of his stuff is in order. So we'll start over here. As you can see, the golden orcs are coming in to get a charge into this direction to slow down these Crushers, tie them up, tie them down so they can't get to this objective. The Mega Boss is going to try to get in and finally do some chopping. He never gets to party, but he will this time. Some brutes moving in. They're going to come in this angle. These brutes over here did their double move. They're going for the Slaughter Priests. But if he does kill those Slaughter Priests, we realize that all I need is 2 blood tithe to block that teleport again. So in their death, their sacrifice, they may even still block the horrible sorceries of the Ironjawz. We hate that magic even in death. So that's that, and that's the lay of the land. We're going into Orruk charges. Who's up first?
I guess we'll go with these dudes here.
For the brutes. They didn't make it.
2, 3, 4 for being Ironjawz. So they do make it.
Well, they have the cogs too.
No, the cogs are slowed down.
Oh, you went to slow down. Okay.
That's how I cast 2 spells.
So you're not.
But I can get 1 here.
Yep. And then with the 3, the pylon should give you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You might lose 1. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it pans out when they finally.
Well, they have 2 inch reach.
Right. So you should be good. You should be good. All right. So they're going for the Slaughter Priest there. More charges.
Those ways. And of course, they roll big and they don't need it. So they're just going to go in here.
Other brutes made it into the Crushers. Ready to start duffing them up. Just go around the pillar. You can get them in that way. Yeah. There we go. So they're moving in. And Mega Boss. Mega Boss makes it. Finally get to see this guy fight. And the Orc cast. The Orc casts are in. They rolled a 9. They're going to make it.
Yeah. So
you're going to go for maximum tie down?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. All right, so we'll get that all moved and we'll come right back. All right, the Mega Boss is in and he's calling his Wah. He called 3 Wahs in the hero phase. Is he going to get any extra attacks here? Nope.
Okay, and I can reroll for having the command trait Prophet of the Wah.
Nope, not getting those 6s today. But still, 3 extra attacks for all those Orc units is going to be crazy. They're making a mess of it over here. So who's going to attack first?
I think maybe I'll try to weather the storm and just go and try and take out these Slaughter Priests.
Okay, now I also am going to use my Aspiring Deathbringer command ability to give everybody +1 attack. So I have 1 command point remaining, and you're coming in with the Orcs. Yep. Okay, Nate, how did you divide up your attacks?
So these 2 guys are going in here,
okay,
and then the rest of the squad's going there. All right, so the Gorhaka is going to be the the gore cleaver. I don't know what the big weapon is going to go in.
The big choppy.
It's going to be the big dice here. So he'll be hitting on 3s. The other guy will be hitting on 2s, re-rolling because you have 5 wounds or more.
Yep, they have 6 actually.
Okay. All right. So they all hit so far, and then re-roll. Okay. All hit.
That's not good.
3's to wound. So that's 3 at a -1 rend there. And then here, 2 at a -1.
Okay, so
these do D3 damage and these do 1 damage.
Oh my lord. So 3 of the D3ers are going to be 6 ups. Nope. So 3 go through. This is probably going to kill him right here.
3,
1, 2, 3,
4,
4, 5, 6. That's it. So he is dead from that. That is a blood type. I have 1.
Yeah, I'm screwing myself, but whatever. So he has the claw. Claw hits on a 3 now because I have the +1 buff. Hits. Wounds on a 3. Wounds, I believe the claw. I gotta look it up, sorry.
Well, let's see if it even matters. I did roll a 6, so if it has to be a -2 or I saved it.
Yeah, I can't remember if that's the -2 or if it's the other one that's a -2. Claw is -1, so you actually do save that.
I did save that. Sweet.
But then the smasher hits automatically, so that wounds on 3s. That's 2 at a -2.
I don't have a save for that.
Okay, so then that's 4.
So he has 2 left.
Okay, and then the rest of the units.
He's so dead.
Wounding on 2s.
Oh my god. We're hitting on 2s.
Or hitting on 2s, yep. Wounding on 3s.
3?
So 3 at a -1.
And they do 1 damage?
1 damage.
So I have to pass all 3 of these.
Mm-hmm.
So that's at -1. 3 6s or he's dead. No 6s, so he's dead. Okay. So the Slaughter Priests are out of the game, which is brutal. They did a lot of work. I shouldn't have moved them up there. I got a little hasty trying to get that double turn off. I should have just kept them back here.
Achieved.
Not smart. You did smashing and bashing me.
Smashing and bashing.
Who's going next? You're not going to get smashing and bashing a second time.
Says you. Yeah, you're probably right.
We'll get those dice ready and come right back. Okay, the Wad Up Brute into the Mighty Skull Crushers. Here we go.
All right, so the boss has the boss Choppa. Where is he? He's the one in front with the the armor is in the final stage. These guys all have a lot of highlighting to do.
No, they look great.
So he's going to be, normally he'd get 3 attacks with this, but since he's WAAAGGHHH, he's getting 6, so they're going to be on 3s, re-rolling everything, 3s, rend 1, 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, duff up the big things. Alright.
Oh, cool.
And
just
are you
2?
kidding me?
Just 2?
2 at -1 for 2 damage.
So that gives me a 3 up. Save.
Okay. This is the one that does D3 damage if it goes through. 4s, re-rolling.
Okay, missing 2.
And then 3s.
1. Oh no, the Orruk dice. 1 at any rend?
-1.
Saved. And these are the normal dudes?
ones.
Okay.
Jeez, zooey.
Duff up the big things. Duff up the big things.
Okay.
I missed 1. Good stuff. And then you need 3 some more?
Yes. Okay. 11 at -1.
11 at -1. Are these 1 damage?
1 damage.
Okay. So, we're looking at 3s. So we fail 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 damage. It's 1 to each, right? So 1 has 1 wound remaining. So I'll get that put out and then we'll come right back. All right, Mighty Skull Crushers, you guessed it, are going next. So after the pylon, the champion of the unit is the only one out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the gold boys. And we're going to go in first with the spears. So spears have 4 attacks each because they are within range of the banner. They do have Killing Frenzy, so they're going to be hitting on 3s. that many. And then they're going to be wounding on 3s. Rerolling everything because they're whipped. Okay, still fail 3 there. So 5, 9 minus 1s into the gold boys.
Alright, so 1,
Killed
2,
3 of them. And then the 5 crushers coming in with 1 attack for the banner. They are killing frenzy, so hitting on 2s. Pull those 1s. Jeez, I'm crying. And then hitting on, or wounding on 3s. Rerolling everything. Okay. So 5, 10, 14 no rens for 1 damage coming through onto the gold boys.
14?
14. Cutting down 2 more and wounding another. So 5 more getting through. Cool.
So there was already a wound on the unit.
So we did drop 6 of the golden boys. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna have.
From my.
I think we're gonna put
knob exploding on them.
We're gonna put all 3 actually of the remaining ones. These 1, 2, 3 right here into the brutes. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. These are the blood glaze hitting on 3s. Oop. Okay, and wounding on 3s. Rerolling. Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7 minus 1s into the brutes.
Okay, so 5 up, rerolling 1. Okay.
Leaner? Yeah. Still made it. It was fate. So 3. Wow, really good saves.
Kills 1.
So we killed 1 of them, and then 1, 2, 3 crushers coming in. Hitting on 2s. And wounding on 3s. Rerolling. Okay, so 5, 9 more saves. No rend, 1 damage.
Alright, so then 4 is rolling 1s.
So killed another one and put a wound over. Cool. So 2 brutes down there. And then the champion is in 1 range to attack that unit of our boys. So he has an extra attack. So his spear, he gets 5 right now. Hitting on 3s. Wounded on 3s. So 2 minus 1s into the Ard boys. And now it says, well, Nate's rolling that up. These are -1. So, wow, passed both. Good stuff. And then, now it says for his crusher that he gets, it says on his profile, he gets +1 attack to all his melee weapons. I don't know if that counts for his crusher or not, but we do count it for everything else, so I don't know why it wouldn't. So, so yeah, his crusher plus the banner, he has 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. And wounding on 3s. Re-rolling. So 4 no rends, 1 damage onto the Ard boys. And the really good saves continue. So only cut down 1 Ard boy from that middle squad there. Leaving 4 left. Cool, so that's the crushers. Putting out, even though on the charge they do horrendous damage, they have an amazing save. And even getting stuck in, I feel like they do a lot of damage. They did kill that many models without the charge. So, but I did lose my buffs this turn, so I don't know. This is going to get rough now. So that's that. Going over to the Orruk's turn. Okay, so the Ard boys into the Reavers.
Yep.
Okay, into the Reavers. Trying to mash them down.
Okay, so 4s.
Phenomenal rolling from the Orruk's. Look at that.
Yes.
Way better than average.
Oop, there's a 3.
And then 3's the wound, right?
Yes.
Hopefully you fail here. Although it makes up for what your brutes did. Your brutes really just failed.
Oh, God. Lovely.
So 5 minus
5
1?
dead.
And then 1 on a save?
1 on a 6.
No, so six go down from the Reavers.
That's the same amount of damage they did last time.
Yeah, they had way more guys. All right, so these are the elite of the Orcs. The elite of the Orc boys. What's last?
The 4 remaining of the 30.
So I'll pull them, and then we'll come back with their attacks. It's up to the Reavers. Okay, so the Blood Reavers have piled in. We're going to go with the 9 that made it into combat over here on the Ard boys. They each have 4 attacks because of the banner, the Aspiring Deathbringer, and then the Blood Secretor's special bonus to Reavers. So I think that's on the Reaver War Scroll. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. Yep. And then wounding on 4s. Okay, so 5. So 10 minus 1s onto the Ard boys. 10 minus 1s. Wow. Your saves are just crazy. So 2 die and 1 takes a wound. These guys just will not go down. They refuse to die. Okay, so these Reavers, 9 of them again. And on the Brutes, hitting on 4s. Come on, we need some hot rolling. Oh, 1 fell off the table. I'll get that later. So there's the 2 hits. Take out the 1s, 2s, and 3s. Okay, and wounded on 4s. Come on, hot roll. It's not very good. It's about average. We wanted hot. So 5, 8 minus 1s, not quite as good as last time. So 8 minus 1s into the Brutes. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
Madness. And 1 has 2 wounds left?
Yes.
So 1 goes down and 1 has 2 wounds left over there.
He's 1.
Okay. Mega Boss coming in. He's going to try to kill a Crusher.
Get that 9 attacks. Hit on 3s.
That wah though. It's good stuff.
Wounding on 3s.
Oh my lord. Ouch.
That is 6 at rend 1, 2 damage.
6 at rend 1. Puts me to a 3 up. So 1 goes through?
1.
1, so 2 damage. So that will kill a Crusher and bring 1 down to 4 remaining.
Okay, and then he's going to punch one of them with his fist, which now has 5 attacks. This actually only hits on 5.
Okay. 1 hit?
Yep.
Why does that hit on a 5?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah. And he doesn't get duff up the big things like the other guys do, so it's kind of like the worst
So
possible.
nothing with the fist, but he does take down a Crusher, which is clutch. That is 8 attacks, not that I don't have now.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Now we got to go with the boys, I guess.
The boys coming up next. All right, we got the boys, big choppas into the Crushers.
All right, so hitting on 4s.
And wound on 3s?
Yes. Are you kidding me? Come on.
There we go. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a -1.
8 at -1. Okay, 8 at -1. That is 3 ops. So we failed 2. So that one goes down to 2 wounds remaining, and then you have all the normal boys, right? Okay, these are the normal boys chopping up the Blood Crushers. Or Skull Crushers, my bad. All those attacks. This is awesome. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. But these are no rend?
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No rend.
So 15 no rends coming through on the Crushers. They do have a 2-up save, which I roll abysmal. Well, okay, maybe it wasn't. I thought, okay. 3 go through, which does bring down another Crusher, which is fantastic for Nate, and brings one other one to 4 wounds remaining. Okay, so that's good. All right, and that is it for this round of combat, I believe, right? Everybody went?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to get the battle shocks ready and come right back. Okay, so we got to battle shocks a little quick. I rolled for the Reavers. They lost 6. There's still 20 there with their banner bonus. I rolled a 2, which is exactly what I needed, and no more Reavers run away. So sorry we didn't roll that. The Blood Crushers only lost 2 models, and with the banner, I think that gives them puts them up to an 8, so they don't lose any. They don't even have to test. They can't fail. And root time, right?
Nope,
a 3.
fine.
So they stick around, which is great. And 2 brutes died over on this side.
But I don't care because Golden Tooth. Everything on this side of the battlefield is within 12 inches of him, so nothing else is taking battle shock.
They just don't even take battle shock. Fantastic. Awesome. Mega Boss is proving his worth in this battle. So that is that, and we're going to move over to Khorne. Turn 3. So the Wrath Axe in my turn does move up. It wasn't able to fly over any of the brutes, but it does get to do the big chop. So here it comes, big chop, does go off, and for 6 mortal wounds. So 2 brutes dying over there. That is brutal stuff. Okay, so we're gonna do the rest of the hero phase and then come right back, because I'm out of my priest though, so I don't have a lot of a hero phase now. Okay, after the Khorne, turn 3, hero and movement phase, you did see the Wrath Axe do its work, its mighty work on those brutes. But over here on the hero phase, these warriors, my general used the Gore Tide command ability to let them advance automatically 6, and they can still charge. Now the goal here, and we tried to look it up, but we can't see any reason why you can't. When you charge, you do have to move the first model to be within within a half an inch. But then it doesn't say you have to move the other ones to be closer to the closest enemies or the unit that you're charging. You can move them anywhere. So I think what I'm going to try to do is daisy chain these guys up here to get some more movement to get close to that chest, and hopefully finish these guys off and get me that much closer to my objective. We don't see why you can't. So that's what I'm going to try to do, because I'm so slow. I got to do everything I can. Meanwhile, the Stoker moved over into here, which puts him in 8 of all the Reavers. So next turn, especially if I double, I can buff them. And this Aspiring Deathbringer ran over here to give the +1 attack bonus to the Crushers. So maybe they can fight their way out of here, even though they lost a couple models. So that's that. We're going into charges. So the Blood Warriors over here in the woods, they're going to do their charge. We rolled a 6, so we'll see if we can get some extra move out of it, and we'll come right back. That's the only charge as well. And the other charge is the Exalted Deathbringer. It's really far, but he's going to try it. Here we go. That is a 7. I do not believe that is going to make it. So, yep, we'll get all the charges moved in, and then we'll come back. All right, now, we don't have all the crazy buffs we had before, so this is not going to go as well as it did. So, first thing is we're going to take this guy up here from the Blood Crushers and put them into the brutes, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going into the Ardboys, and then there's the unit champion going into these other Ardboys. Now the Aspiring Deathbringer did move in and pop his buff, giving them +1 attack, and the Secrator still, so they have +2 attacks. So this is into the brutes from the top guy with his Bloodglaive. He's hitting on 4s now. Okay, so that's 2 hits and wounding on 3s. So 1 at -1 into the brutes.
5 up, rerolling 1s. No.
Oh, so take 1, and then his Crusher into the brutes. Hitting on 3s. All hit. And wounding on 3s. Okay, so 4 saves into the Ardboys. Alright, cool. We got 1 more brute down. Oh, with the reroll, did pass, but he only had 1 left. So we did cut 1 more brute down, and then we got the 5. So we'll get the dice. I'll get the 5 dice ready in 1 sec. Okay, so we got the 5 mighty Skull Crushers into the Ardboys. So these are the glaives hitting on 4s. Cool. And the glaives wound on 3s. So 5, 6, 7, 8 -1s into the Ardboys.
Alright, 5 rerolling. No reroll. Just 5.
Ooh. the sturdy armor of the Orruk is starting to get rusted down and beaten down here. So that does kill 2 more?
Well, 3 more.
3 more. 3 more go down. Okay. So we'll get those removed up and we'll come back with the crushers.
They're standing on mystic terrain.
Oh, so you're going to remove from the mystic terrain. Okay.
I think I will.
There's 3 of them, so just roll them all. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Save 1. So 1 has 1 wound and 2 go down. Okay. Okay, and now we have the 5 crushers, the actual crushers coming in. So they're hitting on 3s. Okay, I'll pull the misses. Goodbye, 1s and 2s. Okay, and they're wounding on 3s. Oh, good display here. And this is into the Ard Boys, the golden Ard Boys. Looks like, okay, so it's 13 saves coming through. No rend, 1 damage on the Ard Boys.
So 4s, rerolling 1s. Okay.
And that is from All Out Defense.
Yeah.
We might have forgot it earlier, but we remembered it now.
Yeah.
Okay, not too shabby.
Alright, so the one up there dies.
So that's 3 get cut down, or stamped down by the stampede of the crushers. Okay, and then over here on this side,
I'm gonna
we have the unit champion with his glaive.
I'm gonna pull the shield guys.
You're going the shield guys. Okay,
They're
sorry.
up there. I forgot
Shield
about
guys,
them. Save 1.
Save 1, so 1 guy lives. Okay, cool. So the unit champ into here. This is his glaive, so it hits on 4s. Oh, he's angry. And it wounds on 3s. He's real angry. 4 minus 1s into the Ard Boys.
They fought bravely. And we'll continue for a little bit.
Wow, they're saves. These are the veteran orcs. And then his crusher to try to finish it off. 3s. And 3s. So you need 3 more saves on that one mighty champion. Can he do it? Oh, just. What a hero. What a hero. But he does go down. That is 3 blood tide now for the Khorne Bloodbound. All right, Nate. It's your pick. Who's up?
I guess I'm going to go with the brutes over there before they run away.
Brutes. Getting the dice and coming right back.
I can't move him over there.
Nope.
And he only has a 1 inch reach on his boss claw.
So 1 brute into each squad.
All right,
into the Blood Warriors.
Into the Blood Warriors. 3s.
Right, it's 2 hits. 2 hits.
3s. 2 minus 1.
2 minus 1. 5 up. No, they both go through. So they 2 damage each.
1 damage each.
So that kills one of them, which is going to be this guy. And he's going to pile in an attack then.
Okay.
So go ahead, Nate, into the Reavers.
All right,
the boss.
and the boss, the claw, hits on a 4, hits. Wounds on a 3, wounds,
Goes
minus
through.
1 rend, 2 damage.
So that kills 2 Reavers.
And then the smasher automatically hits. Oh, gotta be kidding me.
You failed to wound with the
rolled
smasher.
double 1.
Oh no. Okay, so then the blood warrior that died is in range of the banner. So he hits on 3s. Wow, 1 hit. He's tired. 1 wound, no rend, 1 damage onto the brutes. They make the save on a 6. Good stuff. Okay, so next up is going to be we'll do the blood warrior. Okay, we got the 1 blood warrior piled in. I am maintaining coherency when stringing him out towards the objective. And he has the gore glaive. So he's hitting on 3s. And he's wounding on 3s. Okay, and he does have that extra attack from the Secrator. Thanks to Gore Pilgrims. So that is 3 minus 1s for 2 damage each. 6 damage. That'll finish the squad. Picking up our...
Nope.
6
1,
damage.
2, and then he has an extra 2 wounds because he's the boss of the squad.
Boss!
So
He has 2
1,
wounds
2,
remaining.
Yeah.
My bet. Wow. That is great. So he has all those special weapons and extra wounds.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
He's
Okay, so now it is over to
It
the
won't matter.
Ironjawz. Okay, these are the gold Ard Boys into the Mighty Crushers. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I should have. I don't know. I don't have anything else to do.
We're running out of the command points and we're running out of boys. It is what it is.
Good God.
Grindy. Okay.
It's not 50%.
I don't know. Your rolls have been pretty good this game, so you have to swing at some point. 5? 4?
Okay, so 3 with no rend, 2 with rend 1.
Okay, so 3 with no rend on the crushers. So that's 3 ups. Save, save, save. And then 2 with rend 1 is 4 ups. Okay, so they go through. Just 1 damage each. So that'll bring this dude down to 2 remaining. And then it is time for the Blood Reavers. Okay, so we have 7 Reavers in range of that brute. He has 2 wounds remaining.
1, I think. 1. It's +2, so 3.
Oh.
It's 5.
He has 5 wounds? Okay.
Yeah, 1 wound.
There's 1 wound left. Okay, but these guys, they're hitting on 4s. And they do have 3 attacks each because of the Secrator nearby. Hitting on 4s. Yeah. And then they're wounding on 4s, but now that there are less models, they do have enough models fully within 12 of the objective for Gore Tide, so I can reroll wound rolls of 1. I did roll 2 1s, didn't pick up anything there. But not too shabby. So that's 6 minus 1s into that brute. Can we finish him with Reavers?
Yeah.
Yes. So there's another Blood Tithe. We're up to 5. Up to 5 Blood Tithe right now. So next up is going to be Mega Boss?
Yeah.
Mega Boss next. Mega Boss coming in hot.
Not with dice like that.
His big chopper. He's getting tired. He's tired. He's done a lot of work this game. He's yelling, calling wall all the time.
Jesus Christ.
1 wound?
1.
On the crushers?
1.
-1, so that's a 4. That is a leaner. Did save it on a 5. And then he's got his little pokey fist thing. No, because he only hits on 5s. Mega Boss whiffs, and it is still over to the orcs because I have nothing else to fight with. So these 2 brutes here are going to get their attacks ready and come on in. All right, brutes with their big choppas going into the crushers.
So this is the boss chopper. Hits on 3s.
1 hit.
Duff up the big things.
All hit. Yeah, that's such a good roll.
3s to wound.
3.
All wound. -1.
4s. Uh-oh.
2, 4, 6 damage total.
6 damage total. So that's 2 go away, which brings this one down to 1 remaining.
Okay. And then the Jagged Gore Hacka, or the Gore Choppa, that's right. Duff up the big things. Okay.
Uh-oh. The brutes are angry.
Let's all go through. -1.
Oh, no. 4s. Okay, save 2 that time. And that
2.
is 2 more damage. Does kill another one. This is not good. So we're in the battle shock phase. So over here, I don't think I lost any Reavers this turn.
No, I didn't get to attack them.
Didn't? Oh no, you did attack some of them. With the, oh, he failed to wound.
I whiffed all my attacks.
He failed to wound. That's right. I did lose a Blood Warrior though, and they are only 6. So on a 6, I think I'm going to lose one. Nope. So they stay, and then the Crushers.
You have to take your banner off.
All right. So the Crushers only lost 2 models, which is not enough to make them test. So they're going to hang out there. I did roll a 2 to pass for the Blood Warriors. So nobody's running away, and over to the Orruks. Any battle shocks there?
Nope.
Nope.
Golden Tooth.
Oh, the Golden Tooth? What am I saying? Golden Tooth. So, strong turn for Khorne. We did pick up the chest, giving us 3 points to the Orruks 5.
5.
So it's 3 to 5. And now we need to roll to see if the Wrath Axe goes away. The Wrath Axe actually does stay, because those priests, even when they're dead, refuse to be eliminated from the battle.
Still
and
broken.
Then we go to the roll-off for the turn. So here we go. Orcs claim it again. Going into Orcs turn 4. Alright, Orcs, we're breaking into the hero phase. Turn 4. Mudgrub failed to get another command point, that little jerk. He's not pulling his goblin weight, although it's not a lot, admittedly. So, Nate doesn't have too much to do because these are where all his units are. He's going to try for it. He's got to try for Hand of Gork to try to get one of his units over here on this objective.
Now, I'm in your banner range is 24 inches, correct?
Correct.
So I'd have to re-roll successful.
Yep. Yep, because you're in. And you have to try, because if you don't try, I do have 5.
I'm spending a command point to make him move. Do I keep it? I keep the command point.
Keep the command point. All right.
So he's going to move so that he is out of 24.
Orc shenanigans. Oh, look at that.
He is going to try and cast Hand of Gork.
Hand of Gork. Goes off on a 10. You needed it. So I'm going to spend the blood tie to deny it.
Okay.
Because I can't let you get those points. Which is great because if you wouldn't have passed that, or you wouldn't have attempted to do that, I could have used my blood tie to pile in an attack in the hero phase.
Okay.
Before in your hero phase to attack.
Yeah.
So that was good. That was good. Okay.
And since I used that to slow down time again,
yep.
I am going to try and cast Foot of Gork, just on the off chance I roll a 10 again. No,
Foot of Gork does not pass.
Never in the history
Tricksy
of Warhammer.
Orc shenanigans from that fantastic shaman. A recap of the Ironjaws. This is turn 4?
Yeah.
Turn 4. Their hero phase is he put the +1 to hit on the Mega Boss. Tried to do Mystic Shield, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But failed because that little shaman he
done nothing at all for me the whole game.
He's betraying you. And then you did attempt to do Hand of Gork, but I did use my blood tie to block it. So
Yes.
okay, so we're in the movement phase now.
So these guys are going to retreat, which is not very orky.
So right, but so explain it to everybody. What's going on is Nate feels like looking at the battlefield. His play is to go for falling these guys back, sending the Mega Boss and the Brutes in to tie down the Crushers, and then hoping I don't double turn and finish them off and then come in, and then using Hand of Gork because I don't have enough blood tie point, hopefully, and to teleport the boys over to this objective by the Sigmar statue to try to go for the win. But it's risky because if I do kill them, I'll have the blood tie.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it's towards the end. You got to make some
nothing
desperate
else I have
gambits.
to do. So they're running 4.
It's a gambit from
8.
the Orcs, and they're running the fallback. Okay, so this is after the Ironjawz charges, and we did do a little gimme. Sometimes we do that. He forgot to move his War Chanter up, but I allowed it, and he made the 5-inch charge in there, and the Brutes came in here to try to minimize the amount of Reavers in there, but yeah. Okay, the War Boss, the Mega Boss, he's already in 3, so he does not have to charge. All right, Nate, who's up first?
I think we're going to move the War Boss up and have him fight.
In he goes. We'll get those dice ready and come right back. Okay, so this is the Mega Boss into the Crushers.
All right, so 2s. Of course.
Good.
3s.
Savage. So 4.
So 4, -1s.
-1. The 4-up save. We save 2. So
2
statistics.
damage each.
So that is 2 damage each. 4 going through does finish this guy off.
Okay, and then the War Boss's Rip-Tooth Fist, now hitting on 4s.
Rip-Tooth Fist hitting on 4s.
Moving on 3s. -2.
-2. It's 5s. Nope.
And
D3 each.
2, 3.
3 damage. So there's 1 with 2 wounds remaining. And I guess we'll put it on the horn, I suppose. Yeah, the banner's more important. So, okay. Then it is Khorne's turn. All right. I don't know if this is smart or not, but I'm going with the Reavers. And I'm going to try to make room so that the Champion Crusher can get in on the Brutes. So, Reavers, there's 2 of them in. And they hit on 4s. And they wound on 4s. 1 and -1 on the Brutes. So 1 damage going through. And then it is the Brutes up next, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay, Brutes up next. Did the Crushers?
Yep. So the boss stick, I guess. Duff up the big things. No.
Nope. 2 hits.
2 wounds, -1.
4s. Save 1.
2 damage.
So that does kill the horn blower off.
Okay, and
the
then
other one?
the Gore Choppa.
Oops. Duff up the big things.
Wounds.
1 wound.
Yep, -1.
4. Saved it. Okay. And that was the Brutes, yes?
Yep.
So Crusher's coming up next. Okay, so there's after the pile-in, only 2 Crushers were able to make it into range. So it's the Champion plus a normal guy, and their glaives are hitting on 4s. Okay. And they're wounding on 3s. Wow, nice. So 5 -1s. So 2 going through. With the Reaver's help, they do drop a Brute. And then the Mighty Crushers along, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. Ooh, not good. So only 3 going through. 2 damage. So he has 1 left?
Doesn't matter, they're terrible.
He has 1 left then?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, and then the War Chanter will be able to pile in and go next. Okay, War Chanter into the crushes.
Okay.
Bopping them with the sticks.
Those all hit, plus I roll a 6. I make 1 additional attack.
Nope.
Which fails. Cool. Cool, guy. Wounding on 4s. 1!
So 3 up. Save
I
it.
should have just left him back there.
Well, he's more meat in the way. So
Yeah.
at this point, what else is he going to do? So, all right, good stuff. So that is the end of the fights, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So we're moving to Battle Shock. Crushers did lose 3. So on a 6, I could lose 1? No. So Crushers hang around. And I don't think I lost any Reavers.
Nope.
Nope, because the Reavers took down the Brutes. Cool, and you don't have to take any Battle Shock because of the Golden Tooth. And the Orruks at the top of turn 4, correct? I think. Take a chest here, so that's 4 points more. So that brings you up to 9 points?
Yes.
9. It's, what, 9 to 3?
3.
9 to 3. Khorne has some work to do. Khorne, turn 4, coming up. All right, Khorne, turn 4. We need a lot of points, and I don't know if we're going to get it. So after the hero phase, what do we do? GW, you really need to fix the Blood Secretor. He can't buff anybody anymore. So he had to whip himself again. The Exalted, my general, he moved up this direction. Up here, the Blood Warriors ran 4 and got up on the hill, but they didn't quite make it in 6 of the objective, so I'm not going to get it. Wrathax continued to ravage things that way, but there's nothing over there. And then over here, everybody's stuck in, except for the Aspiring Deathbringer running around the corner. And it is Charge O'Clock for Khorne. So Aspiring Deathbringer is the only one to make a charge. So, nope.
No.
Double 1s. He's not going to make it.
Oh, no.
That sucks. But start of the combat phase, he is going to pop his command ability for extra attacks. So we're going to do the Crushers first.
Defense. All out defense.
The Orcs are using all out defense. Ether board,
5
Ether
up.
cords.
Yeah.
We did get it back, this unlimited command point gem that
Just
they have.
this one.
Oh my gosh. So, and then these 2 are putting everything into the War Chanter. The Champion's going into the Brute. So 2, and these are the Glaives hitting on 4s. Okay. And wounding on 3s. And re-rolling 1s because we're within 12 of the objective. So 2, because this unit's smaller now, they're all in. So 2 -1s on the War Chanter so far.
So it's a 5 up, re-rolling 1s.
Re-roll that 1. So it takes 2 damage, and then the Crushers try to ride him down like grass. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Then re-rolling 1. So that's 6. No Rens into him. Can we finish him off with the Mighty Skull Crushers? Is he a 4-up save?
Yeah.
He's a 4-up save?
Yeah.
Oh my lord, so he lives. This is not good for Khorne. Not good at all. So the champion into the Brute, he has 6 attacks. Hitting on 4s with his glaive. So 2 hits. 3s. 2 -1s on the Brute. Is that enough to just finish him off? And it is. So the Brute goes down, giving us that crucial 1 Blood Tithe. If that Aspiring Deathbringer would have made it in, I might have actually pulled this off. But now, it is a game, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Orcs, your turn. Okay, so the Mega Boss did some interesting things here. So he's activated so he can pile in 3. Now, Nate originally moved him the whole way into this gap, but then I said, But Nate, that Reaver will be able to swing around with his, because he can move 3 and then has a 1-inch range. So he would be able to possibly kill the War Chanter, which Nate cannot have. He cannot let me get a blood ties point.
No.
That cannot happen. Also, the Mega Boss is in an odd predicament for an Orc. Because if he kills too many of my guys, I might fail Battle Shock and get a blood tie point. Which means I would win the game.
Right.
So he's also going to be splitting his attacks so that he does the minimal amount of damage.
All right.
So
3 into these guys, hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 3s. 2 -1.
Into those guys,
so that's
it just
just
goes
4
right through.
damage.
So 4 dead. We'll
Okay.
take that off.
And then into those guys. They all hit.
The boss.
Oh.
1. That's what you were looking
1
for.
-1.
And I fail it.
2 damage.
So it brings 1 guy down to 3 remaining.
2 Rip-Tooth Fists. Nothing. All right.
That's what you were looking for. Okay, so Reavers will be up next. All right, so there are 6 Reavers in on the boss. Here they come, hitting on 4s. I don't think they're going to kill him with that roll, Nate.
Okay. Caloric is safe.
And 4s. 4 -1s coming in on the boss, though.
All right, so that puts him at a 4.
They're scrappers. Do
Takes
1. I'll
1.
take 1 from Reavers. Yeah. So you have 6 left?
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, so War Chant is up.
All right, yeah. These garbage attacks. Here you go.
2 hits. I mean, that's what you're looking for in the delaying
Oh, yeah,
action.
yeah. And then actually,
One extra.
that generates
Yep.
an extra attack, which also hits. Also generates. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it just stops.
4s. 2.
2. 3 up. So you save.
Didn't matter.
Crushers. All right. And that is it for this round of fighting. So, Battle Shock on the Reavers. They lost 4. They do have a banner up. So that makes them, puts them up to 6. But -4, so they are a 2. So 2 more run away. Not enough to matter. And the Crushers are fine, and you don't have to take anything either.
Nope.
So, Khorne does score 1, 2, 3, 4 points.
Yep.
So it is that 6 to 9? 6 to 9. Yep.
7.
Oh, I had 3.
You had
Right.
3.
7 to 9. Close game. Does the Wrath Axe go away finally? Yes, it does on a 4. And the all important roll off for the end. This is big.
I
Orcs
win
win again. Are you going to take it? This could be how Orcs win the game.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking it.
Orcs are taking it.
Here we go.
Going into turn 5.
Or
Orcs. Okay, here we are. Turn 5. The last ditch effort for the Orcs to pull off their desperate gambit. So where are we at? Okay, so the Mega Boss and the War Chanter, luckily, are holding on, keeping this tide of red back from getting to their chest. What Nate needs to do, and he's already used a command point to move these guys back to give this guy +1 to cast.
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's going to get +1 to cast. He's also out of range of the banner, so I can't do any of that. I only have 1 blood dive. I did not pick up that extra one because this chump right here failed his charge. He might be fired from the army from now on. He always fails me. What he needs to do is he's going to try to use Hand of Gork to send Shaman Mudgrub over here behind the statue to grab that objective, because I don't have any guys in 6 right now. That'll give him 10 points this turn, which will be rough. And then these guys are going to come up and form an echelon to stop me from getting to his objective. Okay, so I can't fight through. It's all about Hand of Gork. If he doesn't get this, then I'm going to get that objective, and I'm going to score potentially 10, even 15 points if I can somehow get to this objective. So, Hand of Gork. It goes off on a 9. It goes off on a 9. Shaman Mudgrub. There he goes. All the way over here. He's going to be within 6 of the objective. The Trixie Shaman Mudgrub behind the statue now is going to Arcane Bolt that Blood Warrior. Try to knock him off. Take off 1 model from the squad. So did you roll it?
I did.
On a 9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Kills him.
Kill that guy.
Blah. Oh no. Oh no.
My God.
No. This is not good. This is not good at all. Okay. Well, that's that. There's no shooting. I'm going to move these guys in the echelon.
I think what I'm also going to do is I'm going to spend a command point to make the war boss fight in the hero phase.
Okay, we're going to get those
We're going
dice
to whittle
ready.
down some of those little dudes.
Dice ready?
It's kill time.
This is what he lives for. He loves this.
Yes.
All right, Mega Boss is going to hack up some Reavers.
Okay.
Oh, no.
No, he's not.
There's too much blood and guts all over him. He can't move right. It's all in his armor.
All right. So that's 2. That
He
dude
just
damage.
kills him. Yeah, so that's 4 down.
And then Rip Tooth Fist. Ooh, hits with both. Oh, of course.
1 wound?
1 wound, -2 rends.
He was right through.
2 more. So 6
total.
total.
Reavers getting cut down from the squad.
And do I keep the command point?
You
Yes,
do.
I do.
Do keep the command point. I saw that 5 up there. Okay, so that was hero phase. So now it's
now movement.
movement. So you're going to get the echelon. We'll get that set, and we'll just go right into combats from there.
Okay.
Okay, so we're in the combat phase. Mega Boss is doing all-out attack, so he can reroll ones to hit, and here's the War Chanter buff. So he's going to be hitting with everything.
Yeah.
Into the Reavers?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe I'll split again. I'll do 3 into the Reavers, 3 into those guys, and the Rip Tooth Fist into those guys.
Okay.
Because I think I got them on lock. All right. So into the Reavers, 2s, rerolling 1s. Yeah. All right. So that's
4 more dead from the Reavers. Great. So that's 10 so far.
Okay, and then rip the other attacks into the crushers. Rerolling. Okay, and then 3s.
3.
3 -1, 2 damage.
Minus 1. So that's 4s.
So that's
1 does
4.
not finish off the crusher. He has 1 wound left.
4 damage. Okay.
Yep.
And then 2 Rip Tooth Fists. So that one.
Oh, wait, it was 4 damage?
Yeah, it's 4 damage total.
So he is dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 1 hits. Does not wound.
No wound?
Oh,
okay, so there's 2 crushers remaining, and 4 more of the Reavers do go down. Okay. Then it is... You didn't kill anything, so it is our turn to attack.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so the Reavers piled in. We got one of them into the War Chanter. He's hitting on 4s. He's 1 hit. Wound on 4. That is 1 wound at -1 on the War Chanter.
Okay.
Jeez, you jerk. And then these are the rest of the Reavers into the Mega Boss. Alright, let's do it. Hitting on 4s with a horrendously bad roll. Like, that's like the 800th time this game that I have rolled unbelievably under. And then this probably won't even wound. Yeah, 3 -1s because I can't roll dice at all. Let's take 1 more.
Alright. You sat on top of one of my wounds.
So he has 5 left. Yep.
I believe so, yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, then it is your turn to pick War Chanter.
Yeah.
Or you could pick these guys. They are now in 3, but you don't have to pile in. You can keep your wall up if you want.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see any reason to pile because you're probably going to run away. So I think I'll let that go.
All right. War Chanter.
War Chanter, I think I'm just going to throw... I guess I'll throw my attacks into the crushers. I get 2 extra attacks because I rolled 2 6s.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just said it weird because I'm tired.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Because he needs a 4 to wound.
Then we're going to get the crushers ready and come right back. Okay, so we're going to split them because we have to. So the one on the right is going into the War Chanter. And this is with his glaive, so 4s. Okay, 2 hits. And wounding on 3s. 1 at -1. Oh my god. This guy is... Oh god. This is the crusher. Reroll. Wow, everything's falling apart. 2 normal saves, which I'm sure you'll save both of them.
Nope.
No? Oh, man. Okay. So, and then... And then the boss into the Mega Boss. Come on, buddy. You can do it. 4s. Okay. And 3s. Rerolling 1s. Because we are near the objective for Gortide. No, of course not. And that is 2 -1s into the Mega Boss.
So 4.
Takes another one. And his Crusher 4 hits. And 3s. 3 rolling 1s. So 4 no-rens into the Mega Boss. Takes another one. We're just beating him down here. That's not enough though. We really needed to kill one of those guys, and that's gonna be it, I think. So, okay. So Mugrub steals the objective. Battle shock on those warriors up there. On a 6, I'll lose 1. No. The Reavers lost 10 models, so they're 5. They're -5 right now.
-5.
Right? So
it is 5, 6.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Nope, there's one left. You got 5, 10 points, which brings you up to a total of what?
20.
You have 20 points even?
Mm-hmm.
20 points. Well, I thought you had 9, so you'd have 19.
Oh, wait, yeah.
You have 19 points.
Sorry.
Yep. Hey. It is tired. It is tired. Okay, well, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, we are tired. We're going to call it here. There's no way Khorne could come back and get to the objective. That is it. We did, though, valiant effort. We did secure this one. Freaking Mugrub, we couldn't kill him.
Nope.
We did do 2 wounds to him.
He's running away.
Cut one of my guys and ran off with the. So
He took the treasure.
Yeah. Final is Ironjawz, hard fought, desperate gambit, long bomb shot to win that, and it worked out because even the mightiest hero is felled by the smallest stone.
Smallest stone.
Aspiring Deathbringer rolling the double ones, tripping over that pile of rocks, failing to kill the War Chanter who only had 3 wounds left. He would have had 10 attacks when he went in there. 10! But no, he couldn't do it. Failed to get the Blood Tithe, which was what ended up, we needed that to block the spell. But kudos to the Ironjawz. The Desperate Gambit plays are always the most fun. It definitely paid off. It was a treat to watch, a lot of fun, lots of killing. I finally got in my vengeance on that Mega Boss and that War Chanter. That's all I wanted.
True.
Blood for the Blood God. This was a great one. Here in Guy ran. The Orcs are victorious, but we are both bloodied. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time at LWG.